So here we go. Woke up at 5 this morning and I realized I could have taken a trade. 5 o'clock is when the next 4-hour candle opens. I was not ready for it, so I did not just jump on and go and place a trade. I did look at the chart though. That's a place that probably a couple years ago I wouldn't have been at. 5 o'clock, as soon as I would have realized that, I would have hopped on, I would have immediately placed a trade. Now granted, I'm doing a strategy that's easy enough that I could have placed a trade, just looking at the previous candle. That's really it. But I didn't. And that's a good place to be. To feel like you don't have to place a trade. You want to, but you don't have to. Because when you're starting to learn, you feel like you have to. Every opportunity you get, you feel like you need to get into a trade, you need to get into the market, and that just causes you to make bad decisions. Bad trading opportunities arise out of that. So I'm glad that I've reached a point where I don't have to, and yeah, so that is where we're at right now. I'm going to take a look at the charts and we'll see what is going on with these trades, but once again, it's 5:51 right now. The next candle doesn't even, open until 9. So I got plenty of time. But we can see what's actually closed off, where we're at as far as the account balance, and then go from there. So start with SPX 500. Looks like we've had a close on that. Nice little win there. That was actually really small. Probably because I was targeting previous highs, maybe a little bit beyond the high. Okay, that's cool. But look how much farther it went. So like it definitely could have gone farther. But it is what it is. Set up as I feel it. Still in this one, but it looks like it's trailing up. You might look at that if you were looking at the market and go, oh my goodness, look at that candle wick though. It looks like it's rejected. It looks like you're getting a bearish candle now. It might come down. Yeah, you're right. It might come down. I don't know. We'll see how everything plays out. JB225. Oh my goodness. This one has been fun. So we came into profit, came down, came back into profit, came down, came really close to the stop loss, then came really close to the take profit. And now it looks like we're coming down a little bit more. And yes, at this point in time, with all of that wonderful, emotional tug string, you might be like, I want to get out of this trade. And that's completely and totally valid. But I'm just going to let it keep playing out. Gold. Come on, gold. Do something. This was yesterday's. That was a win there. Let's shore that up a little bit. And then, yeah, there we're at now. We'll see. I think when we took this trade the other day, we were looking at previous market structure, and it's like, you know what? It is bullish. We had a strong bullish candle that broke beyond these highs. We're asking a lot to ask for gold to continue going up higher. But guess what? Gold seems to be answering, which, it's not me. It's not like I've told it or asked it and it's like, oh yeah, for Robert, I'll definitely go up higher. Nope. I'm just taking the strategy regardless of what I see right now. Minus the whole indecision candle. That's probably the only thing I actually take into account. Silver. Hi-ho, silver away. Silver is also done pretty well. We were able to get out of that, and if I would have taken another buy, when would I have taken a buy? I guess we would have already been in this buy as well. I don't know when this actual candle starts. That's the 1 o'clock candle right there. Yeah, we could have been at another win as well if I was actually awake or didn't miss a trade. West Texas oil, nice little plummet. Cool. Natural gas, the longest trade I've been in. Good gracious, and we are still nowhere of importance. It looks like we're coming back up to this resistance area that we've hit before. 1, 2, 3 within my green box here, and rejected off each time. We're coming up to a 4th time. Is this the time that we break through? Or is this the time that it turns around and rolls over and I end up losing this trade? No idea. So that is where I currently sit. That accounts. It's up. I mean, we're, I think, 254,000. So I mean, I'm above break even. It's great. It's going really good. And if you're following, like, it's really easy. You just set it and forget it, and if it hits, it hits. And so far, everything's been pretty nice. One thing I might have to go back and find out is, like, what am I risking? Because it's not equal on each position. I'm risking the max that the competition allows for on each trade for the sizes, but they're not all equal. And so would I actually have lost more money if it would have all been the same amount of wins on one particular instrument versus another? I don't know. I think it was gold or silver, one of the two. It might have actually been both. Where, like, majority of those have been losses. And so had I only just traded gold, I might be in the, might have a really low account at this point in time. I don't know. I'll pen all that out later on after I continue going through. But as it sits right now, 7 strange instruments that I'm just trading the same system, just spreading out the win-lost ratio over more than one opportunity. Maybe that's playing in my favor. Time will tell. But that's the beauty of getting into the market and placing the trades. So I was trying to teach one of my boys how to trade, and we did support and resistance, and was using a particular method in order to do it, and he struggled with that. And I think part of the struggle was the subjectivity of what a support and resistance looks like. There's really no subjectivity in this. If the candle's bearish, you're taking a sell. If the candle's bullish, you're taking a buy. Really, the only subjectivity comes in the indecision candle, which, I mean, let's be honest, we've seen a few, and some of them you might have taken a trade with. I don't know what those results would have looked like, but there's a vast majority of them, you looked at the candle and you knew what you needed to do. It's very easy. Tori, trend lines, same thing. The way that she marks up the trend lines, and the way that she tells you to wait for a close on the other side, makes it very, very simple to follow and execute. Executing and watching things play out, that is what's going to build your experience, that's what's going to build your intuition, and that's what's going to help you develop your own trading plan. A lot of people hesitate, and they want to find the perfect strategy in order to get them into the trades that they win the most or they're profitable with, and they'll never pull the trigger. And unfortunately, because they never do that, they never find that strategy that fits for them, because that's really where it is. It's what works for you. Every single person who trades differently, even if it's the exact same concept. There's nothing that's so black and white that you can just follow a checklist and pretty much be good to go. There's always going to be a little bit of human element and subjectivity to it, and the only way to learn that subjectivity is by actually placing the trades and seeing how they play out. So starting off with something like this can get you into the market enough so you can start building an intuition and then creating your own trading plan. Maybe you see something completely different that I do not see, and it makes it more profitable to do the exact same thing, just with a little tweak, a little bit of a flair that just fits you and your trading style, your personality. I'm just trying to give you one little thing to get you going so that you realize it doesn't have to be as complicated as more than likely you're trying to make it. Let's keep it simple. If we can, keep it dirt simple until the complicated comes to us because it works for us. Until then, don't try to make it complicated to make it work for you. Make it complicated because it... Wait, did I make that right? You know what I meant. Even if you don't know what I meant, it'll be all right. Rainstorm came out of nowhere. I have no idea what happened. The weather doesn't say it's supposed to rain. But today's been a pretty busy day. I have not been able to actually record much of anything as far as what my trade is doing. I think around 1 o'clock I did get into a gold or silver. One of them closed out. Let's take a look and see what happened. So here we have SPX 500. Looks like it's sitting in some profit there. Don't know if you can hear the thunderstorm, but this sounds great. DE30, drawdown. JP225, still just going sideways. It came very close to take profit. That is so sad, but you know, it is what it is. There is, okay, so it wasn't gold, so it was probably silver. So let's take a look at silver. I think, there we go. Silver went south quickly. As soon as I got into the trade, it turned around and went south. And then, so at 1 o'clock, I took a sell on that one. All the rest are pretty much where we left them, as far as whatever I did at 9 o'clock or around 9 o'clock. So everything's pretty much where it's at. And so that is where we're at. That's where we're going to finish for the day. I don't know what I'll be doing around 9 o'clock tonight, if anything will be able to set up for me to get into another trade. But if it does, I'll get in and we'll catch up tomorrow. If it doesn't, we'll catch up tomorrow either way.